Microsoft Word is an incredibly versatile compositional tool for both words and images. In this example, I'm going to replicate this poster on a blank document, which will allow me to demonstrate some key skills that will be applicable to this example and elsewhere, particularly in the creation of manuals. Not only will it show these key skills, it will talk about some of the template settings we use, such as the fonts, the font sizes, margins, and borders. All right, let's begin. I've begun a new document, and my first step is to save it. Always save your work as you go and save regularly if you don't have an automatic save setting available to you. I've begun a folder already on my desktop by right-clicking on something that I tend to replicate, but with a small change. It will populate down here. This will be example 4. And now I have saved as this example 4 poster. I've also put my name on it and a date, which is particularly useful for collaboration. I'm going to speak quickly because you can simply pause the video to rewind parts you want to see again. To add a border, I went to Page Borders, Box, Size 6. I'm applying to the whole document. Perfect. I'm going to shrink my margins down to narrow. I'm going to change my font to the impact font. Titles for posters are always size 48 in black. I'm going to title this My Custom Creation. Control E will center it. Subtitles are always in size 20 in deep red. Let's say this is available on the 21st. Control E from it already being centered will move it back to the left-hand margin. If I would like to shrink the space between, I can choose 1 and remove space after paragraph. This is relevant if, for example, you want more space between text or less space between text. I would now like to insert an image from this device. I'm going to a folder where I know an image is kept. I'm going to check my compression to set it at the highest setting so that when I print it, it will be at the highest resolution. I'm going to shrink my workspace. I'm now going to remove the background. It's notable here that I'm using the latest version of Microsoft Word 365 through the cloud. If you have a prior version, some of these features will be unavailable to you. I'm now going to remove the areas I don't want to keep. Move back to the areas I do want to keep. Keep those changes. Right now, the text is wrapped in line with text, which means that it's going to be blocky and limited in how much movement I have. But if I wrap in front of the text, I can now move it freely wherever I want. Place it in the bottom corner like it was in the example. Expand it up. If I have particular dimensions I want to use, I can enter them there. If not, you can do it freehand. I'm now going to enter my body text, which for all documents is always Calibri Light. The font for poster doesn't quite matter, but do follow the templates in your shared folder for an example. This will be in black font. And for the sake of time, I will copy from the example. Notice that when I go to paste this, my image has disappeared. That's because this image is anchored to this line. What I should do instead is anchor this to my title. That way when I paste, it won't move. Now I need to add Vince's name at the bottom here. The easiest way to do that is click anywhere on a blank part of the screen, insert a text box and draw it. Draw your text box. Right now it is filled with white and has a black border. I'm going to remove the fill, remove the outline, switch my text to impact, the same settings as the subtitle, type the word Vince, place it in the corner, and we're done.